Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for November 5th, 2015. As we talked about for the last couple of days here, high pressure that was over top of us has now moved offshore today, and that is going to allow for a mid-level disturbance, this little piece of energy right down here by the Carolinas, to rotate around the periphery of this high pressure, which is sitting out here. So part of this is going to rotate through here, but this is not very impressive. As a matter of fact, the models have been less and less impressed with the amount of moisture that was involved with this. It wasn't too much to begin with, but it's even less coverage as originally projected. Let's go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar and show you what we're looking at here. This is looking at during today, Thursday, very hit or miss stuff. Again, basically favoring our eastern and southeastern locations. There was some indication that there could have been something up here in the morning. We're not going to rule that out. But these are very low chances of precipitation today. So if you or debating whether to take the umbrella or not, unless you live down here in these areas here where I'm circling, I would probably leave it at home. I'd probably have a 1 in 5 chance or so up here to see any precipitation during the day here on Thursday. You can see this by this future simulated radar here. There's really not much going on except for maybe a few showers for our far eastern sections. A lot of dry air in the mid-levels will be working against this, so any shower will be brief and generally less than 30 minutes in duration, and this activity will die down this evening as this mid-level disturbance completes its course and moves through the area. Going back to the global models now, I'm going to move ahead to Friday. Do think it remains mostly cloudy today and again tomorrow. We're going to have a cold front approach here from our west. This again will look like it's going to come at us with some rain, or pretty decent rain, and then it kind of falls apart as it heads toward us Friday evening. This is all ahead of precipitation ahead of this cold front, which is sitting right about here at this point as we get into Friday evening. So this is all out ahead of it. But this will be after dark and generally after 6 p.m. Looks like. Might be a little bit later than that. And whatever's left of it when this comes through, which right now does not look to be a big deal, if anything at all, will be on the very light side. So this cold front will come through, and behind it, high pressure is going to build in as this front pushes off to the south. It will get hung up a little bit farther to our south here, but that will not affect our coverage area. We'll have to watch Delaware, at least southern Delaware, for the potential for it to be stuck in clouds a little bit longer, maybe even South Jersey, just with this front in such close proximity here early Saturday morning. But I do think this high pressure sitting out here in the Midwest is going to move across the Ohio Valley and continue on an eastward track, and as it does so, it's going to push this front off to the southeast and away from our area. So we're not dealing with any precipitation from that. We're not expecting it at all this weekend. Just high pressure is going to build in, so we'll call it partly cloudy here on Saturday with that front close by. Maybe mostly cloudy down here in southern New Jersey and at least the southern half of Delaware. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Here's the high pressure moving in behind it. With this is going to be a much cooler weather. So we've been way above normal for the last couple days, and it's going to stay that way through Friday, it looks like, before the front moves through. But behind it, we're getting back to near or slightly below normal temperatures for this time of year, which are now sitting in the mid to upper 50s. So might be within a few degrees of normal both Saturday and Sunday. As a matter of fact, Monday should be like that as well, with these temperatures on the cold side or cooler side, and then some cold mornings with mostly clear conditions expected at the very least Saturday night and Sunday night. But we'll get into that as we get a little bit closer to this weekend here. Right now it does look dry through the entire period, and then as we get into early next week, it's going to start off dry as well. We'll have to watch the system to our south here, trying to creep up northward here, but the most models and ensembles are keeping this far enough to our south where it shouldn't affect us, but we'll keep an eye on it just in case. Once you're getting out in the mid-range here, it starts getting a little volatile with these forecasts. So we'll take it with a grain of salt for now and say we're dry through at least Monday, and then address Tuesday and beyond as we get into future videos. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for November 5th, 2015. Have a great Thursday.